Alright, so here we have one of the first that I actually taped together here at work, and probably back around June or July, I think maybe July, I did this one. And because it's shot on glossy paper, it's kind of, I'm moving back and forth and you can just see the reflections bouncing off of it. In fact, you taught me that matte paper was better, and I always abhorred matte paper for some weird reason, but for photo collages they're a must-have. So it's kind of difficult to actually make out what this is, and that's sort of an issue with a lot of the photo collages one makes. That is, from a distance, the further back you go, you can't tell what they are. This is, by the way, hung up in the kitchen here in the office at work, and we'll get to that one. But you know, here's one I just assembled, and from here it's just a mess. It's just an explosion of individual pictures, and you can't tell. So one of the issues that I'm struggling with has been what they look like from a distance. What this is actually is an alfalfa field, I believe. If you let's zoom in close, does that look like alfalfa to you? You're good on the farming stuff. This is a field behind my sister's house in Sharon Township in Ohio, in Summit County. And the funny shape here actually kind of looks like an elephant looking at it now, is because my coworker Jesse insisted that the little flowers make it into the picture. These were behind me when I shot it, and I was going to toss them out, but she liked the picture so much that it had to go in there. So here we have an elephant, an alfalfa field elephant, I guess. And another thing, and this being the first, a couple things about it were that when I was putting together, my coworker Chris, whom you've met, was watching me one day and said, "What a waste of paper." And I felt, you know, it's just one of those moments where like somebody tells you your band sucks, you know, and it just makes you even more determined to go ahead and do what you're doing. And another thing about this that I know now, something I didn't know in the past, and this is about digital cameras, is setting the white balance. Now this is why the green changes color here, because I was always shooting with the white balance set to automatic. So the camera is guessing, and what I should have done was just set it manually, probably to like a tungsten bulb setting, since this is overcast. Now, this being the first I assembled, and actually I was thinking a lot when I was putting it together that I wanted to do a Masumi Hayashi style collage, and I didn't assemble it quite that way, but for what I was trying to do, which it should have actually come out to be a perfect square, and when I had finished it, I hated it. I actually don't like this collage, which kind of irks my friend Jessie, because she says she thinks it looks kind of pretty. And one of the reasons, well, the main reasons I hate it is because it distorts the perspective the same way a wide-angle lens does. And one of the points of doing photo collages, at least if you're a devotee of David Hockney, is you're trying to convey the way you see something or the way you experience something. So I have a nickname now for what we see in this picture, and that is the banana. And the banana is what happens when you shoot 180 degrees and you can see the lines come down, they curve in front of you, and they curve away. And over time, I've just come to really loathe the banana shape. Sometimes you can get away with it, but in this picture in particular, I don't know. So it is kind of nice in a way, and what I should do is pull it apart or reorder it and assemble it slightly differently, so maybe it's not quite as banana-ish. You can see I put my feet in the bottom of this picture. And the greens are really nice, even though the greens don't match because of the color balance changing. I kind of like it. It was overcast, I turned the flash on up here, and so the flash is illuminating the foliage in the trees, and oh, this glossy paper is awful. And it's kind of funny that what motivated me to change the shopping cart here at work for my photoalbum.com to let people choose matte paper was because I wanted matte paper. So that's the Ohio farm collage.